Yo, what's going on with y'all? It's your boy NeoXO coming back at y'all with another Black Clover video. Today I'm going to be talking about the spoilers for Black Clover chapter 304. So if you don't want to be spoiled, make sure to click off the video right now. But with that being said, let's hop right into the discussion. So first things first, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Leave a thumbs up on the video and leave a comment because it helps us in the YouTube algorithm. Now, starting off with the chapter details, this chapter will actually be 15 pages. Pretty good amount of pages in this chapter. Also, the title will be Reality and Magic. Now, going into the details of the chapter itself, we have Asta holding Lillepetrica, and we know that she wasn't doing too hot because she was full of curses. And in a panel, after Asta's seen flying with Lillepetrica, she actually is beginning to get better. Her curses are actually starting to dissipate, and we can see them being lifted off of her, literally. So her curses are being lifted because Megicula has just been defeated in chapter 303, and she no longer has to have the curse that she's had for so long. And it's really a good thing to see this for Lillepetrica because she didn't deserve everything that she deserves, and now she can finally relax because she has this curse removed from her. Not only that, Nozel also has his curse removed from him, and it seems everybody affected by curses of Megicula are actually better now because they aren't cursed. A lot of people were speculating that Gordon was gonna come. I'm gonna keep that discussion open. What do you guys think now? Maybe y'all change your mind on that, or do y'all still think something about Gordon is gonna tie into this plot line, maybe somewhere down the future? He did leave it open for Megicula to actually come back in the future, because I feel like the way it was worded was the battle with Megicula is over for now, which leaves it like, okay, she's defeated, but it leaves it kind of like maybe in the future she'll come back. But that's just me going into speculation territory. We see Charlotte pretty much hit the ground hard. We know she fought really hard. Real hit the ground hard. You know, Gaja, they all fought really hard. I feel like they took a lot of the damage. They took a good bit of damage, especially Real and Charlotte. They were in the fight before a lot of the other people even arrived, so they have been sustaining a lot of damage throughout the fight with Vonica and Megicula. But speaking of them taking damage, Mimosa actually comes in and she heals Gaja and Charlotte, and you know, like, they're not gonna die. that's what basically comes out of this. Gaja's not gonna die. Gaja's healed by Mimosa. Some people have been speculating this. Actually, a lot of people have been speculating this. However, a lot of people were not wanting this to happen. People tend to think that Yuki Tabata does not kill off his characters, which, to their point, it actually, you know, they were actually right. Gaja didn't die. Me, myself, personally, I didn't know what to believe, whether Gaja was gonna die or stay alive. I kind of feel like this is my stance on it. I kind of feel like if Gaja was gonna die, he should have died here, because now we can possibly top that moment for Gaja to die. But going into the chapter, I could kind of see why he didn't die. It'll be cooler probably in the end of the series, towards the end of the series, why or like further along in the series, why he was, you know, spared by Yuki Tabata, or, you know, Tabata decided not to kill him off. It kind of makes sense. I just feel like if Gaja was gonna die in Black Clover, I feel like that was the best moment for him to die. But I'm glad he didn't die. I like Gaja. He's a good character, and that's probably why he wasn't killed off. Now, Yuki Tabata actually utilizes Gaja in this chapter as a plot device, because he uses Gaja to tell Lillepetrica that, wait, this is a big confession. If you really don't want to be spoiled, you better click off now. And Gaja tells Lillepetrica, I love you. So basically, Gaja confessed his true feelings to Lillepetrica, and I think this was a good moment for Tabata to do that, because Gaja just faced a near-death experience, so he almost died without being able to tell Lillepetrica how he actually feels about her. And now he actually is given a second chance to tell Lillepetrica how he feels, so he actually took it, and he was straightforward and told her. Lillepetrica, her reaction to this was pretty much to blush, and she really didn't know what to think. You know, I could see from her perspective, she didn't really think that Gaja had a crush on her, and you know, it's gonna be very interesting to see if Lillepetrica actually has a crush back. Now, I hope this is the case. I hope that Gaja didn't do all of this save Lilliputica and she doesn't develop a crush on Gaja and they don't mutually share love for each other. And he actually clarifies this, because I know some people are going to be like, he loves her, of course, because she's the queen. But however, he clarified and he's like, no, I love you as a woman. So, you know, he has romantic love for Lilliputica, which us as the audience have been knowing for a while now, but now Lilliputica knows because he has confessed. Speaking of confessions, Noel didn't do the same thing. She kind of went and reverted back to her tsundere, you know, tendencies. A lot of people were thinking she wasn't gonna be, you know, tsundere anymore, but you know, that's kind of just, even if she likes Asta, she's still gonna do that to him because she's embarrassed and, you know, she blushes and she kind of hits Asta. You know, it's just something we've come to expect from Noel at this point. Just because she realizes that she loves him doesn't mean her whole personality changes. I think her being a tsundere is just part of her personality, you know, so some people might be happy about that, some people not. Me personally, I'm not a tsundere fan, but Noel is cool. Pivoting off that, Noel didn't deserve, you know, the treatment she got from her family, and Nozel actually, obviously he knows this, and in his head he's thinking, oh, how can I tell the news to Noel now that the curse is lifted? Because like I said at the beginning of the chapter, after Megicula was defeated, the curse was actually lifted. So Nozel's pretty much like, how can I tell Noel the truth, you know? And that's gonna go as part of his redemption, because how can he, you know, he has to at this point because the curse is lifted, so he's able to tell. He has no excuse now. At first he had an excuse because she would be inflicted with the curse, but now that she won't, he has no excuse. So he's gonna wait for the right moment and he's gonna tell Noel, you know, the truth about the curse. And I wonder how Noel is gonna receive it. I kind of have a feeling she's gonna receive it well, and she's gonna forgive Nozel, and that's gonna be the end of that arc, where that character arc where Nozel, you know, was rude to his sister. You know, I think that's how that's gonna go. So after all of this, you know, the characters were having a brief celebration. Noct actually appears. He tells them something. He informs them of something, and he's there for, you know, not that long. But whatever he informs them of, the reason I don't know is because I don't have the translations. I just have the panels. Now he informs them of something, and right after that, we pivot into a transition with Yuno versus Zenon. So that's gonna be a very, very interesting fight coming up. It's going to be a big fight coming up, and Zenon actually is still standing. You know, a lot of people were thinking like, you know, defeated Zenon with one attack, but that wasn't the case. Zenon is actually still standing, and to be honest with you, he actually looks more powerful than he was looking before. And you know, at this point, Yuno and Langris are looking very, very shook, and Yuno basically is trying to take the situation into his own hand, and he says, you know what, give me 3 minutes, the next attack is going to decide this. So this fight seems like it's going to go by pretty fast, considering Yuno says he needs 3 minutes, but you know, anime time different from our time. If you know, you know. So Yuno is actually going to be fighting against Zenon probably in the next chapter 305, and that's how it's gonna go. You know, some people are gonna say Tabata's pacing it really fast, but the story has always been fast paced. Obviously, that's how Yuki Tabata likes to write his stories. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this discussion. If you did, be sure to continue in the discussion in the comment section. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. As always, it's me, your boy NeoXO, and I'm out.